InsideThunder.com. Powered by Wheeler Whitlock Insurance.
Hi, I'm Randy Ritter at Chesapeake Energy Arena. A disappointing return from the All-Star break for the Thunder on Friday night here at the Peak. They lose to Indiana 101-98. Thunder led by 10 at one point in the game, by 7 with less than 4 minutes to go, but they gave up 4 threes in the span of a little over 2 minutes, and that really turned things around. One of those threes was to Miles Turner, who hadn't hit one all season, coupled to Monta Ellis, who ended up with 27 points, and he hit 3 threes on the night. And also, Ian Mahinmi ended up with a career-high 19 points. So a lot of breakdowns at times for the Thunder. But really, this game seemed like the Thunder had it in control right up until they didn't. And they end up losing to Indiana 101-98. Afterwards, Billy Donovan talked about it and talked about the three-point line being a problem. We also talked to Cameron Payne and Kevin Durant.
You know, actually, in the first half, I thought we did a really good job defensively. I thought the third quarter we got off to a slow start there, and then I thought the difference in the game was I think we got up by 7 there, and I think maybe the last 2.5 minutes I think we gave up 4 3-point shots, and that certainly got them back in the game very quickly. So it was a game where I thought we made some progress defensively, and we've been a really good defensive team guarding the three-point line. And this was a night, especially in the first half, with their numbers, they weren't shooting it particularly well. I was concerned with the number of attempts that they got up, and then obviously they shot it extremely well coming down the stretch.
Your offense has been so great. You know, leading into the break, you only go for 96 points tonight. What was kind of the issues that slowed you down some offensively?
Well, you know, I don't know if necessarily, you know, slowed down's the right word. I thought we, you know, Ennis got 15 shots all really around the basket. He had a hard time tonight. There was some length around the basket. I thought we had some opportunities in that third quarter in transition. We had, you know, way too many turnovers in that third quarter. But you know, again, I thought we had fairly decent looks. You know, Kevin, you know, shot right at 50%. You know, Russell was over 50%. Serge was, you know, close. But it was one of those games where I didn't feel like collectively as a group it was a great offensive night for us. I think sometimes that's going to happen. But you know, go back and look at the film and see what kind of looks we got, because I actually thought we had some pretty decent looks during the course of the game.
Nick Gallo, KCThunder.com. How do you feel specifically about the last 2 threes that they got? Turner makes his first 3 of his career, and then it seemed like Dion was all over Monta Ellis on that.
Yeah, I thought the one screen we went under on Monta Ellis and he knocked down the 3, and then the next one he did a great job fighting over the top and challenged. It was a very difficult shot, and Turner's 3 out of the corner was a big shot, no question. And we probably got sucked in a little bit too much, and then he was obviously able to knock that down. But the three-point line coming down the stretch, I thought was a difference in the game.
You guys didn't shoot it well from 3. I don't remember that.
That's what I would say where we didn't, you know, to your point, shoot. Like I thought from inside the line shots there, I thought we did a pretty good job. I didn't think we shot it great from 3 tonight, you know, in particular.
Couple of the games leading up to the All-Star break, you kind of staggered Kevin and Russell, played Kevin the first 2 or 3 minutes of the fourth. Tonight you went, not the all-bench group, but sat Russ and Kevin together, and you guys lost the 9-point lead there. Are you kind of going back to that, or was it Kevin's foul trouble? Or
yeah, I don't know if we lost a 9-point lead. We had a 7-point lead with 3 minutes to go in the game, you know, and I think we had a 9-point lead, and it was 5 when we
They just cut it. They started out 8-2. To start the fourth.
Yeah, but I'm saying we had a 5-point lead when those guys came back. We got it to 7, so it was only really a 2-point differential. You know, again, we're going to sub. I got confidence in our bench. We're going to use those guys. But it's not like they went on a 15-0 run and we lost the lead. They chipped into the lead by 4 or 5 points. And then again, I think we were up by 7 with, you know, 3.5, 4 minutes to go in the game. We were in good position. So I don't think that really had a whole lot to do with it there. You know, I felt like Amo was getting some good looks in the game tonight. I really wanted to give him an opportunity to try to get a couple more off. You know, he didn't shoot it particularly well tonight. I thought Ennis, you know, in that first half had a tough go at it, but I thought he was around the rim. I thought we can get him going as well. But I thought our bench tried and played, pretty hard. I thought Monte Ellis did some good things to kind of cut into the lead. But, it was 5 points off a 9-point or 4 points off a 9-point lead. When those guys got back on the floor, it was a 5-point game.
No Randy Foye tonight. Was it just not comfortable yet throwing him?
Yeah, I think it would have been really hard. I think I mentioned, before, it would have been difficult. Just with one shoot around and throwing him out there and the game's going back and forth and he may not know what he's doing, and especially on the offensive floor, where to go. I think that was just a hard situation to put him into.
Just out of curiosity, why'd you call your last time out there in between Paul George's free throws with
Well, one is I tried to ice him a little bit. He missed the first one. I only had one left, and I wanted to really try to use the whole length of the floor to create some space because I think we've got good team speed, and Steven did a good job freeing up Kevin. And then I thought, if we could get a quick three there at the end, I was going to burn the time out anyway. I think sometimes in those situations, just my feeling watching film and just going off the field myself, sometimes I think when you pull the ball way up to half court like that, the floor really gets kind of locked up a little bit, and it's easier to switch. And I think when the floor is open and spread and you got a head of steam, and I know it was a 4-point game, but Steven set a good down screen, Russell made a great delivery, Kevin made it, and now all of a sudden they got to call timeout. And then we were still obviously a one-possession game, and we tried to go to the length of the floor, but it's difficult in that situation. But I just really, more than anything else, wanted to use the whole floor to try to create space to try to either get in particular a quick 2 or a 3.
When the score was tied, Kevin shot a deep 3. Was that designed? That just kind of
the option was Kevin came off and had some space up top, and then he was just to read the defense. We put Russell on the left side, so if he wanted to play wing pick and roll with Russell 3-1 screen, we could have done that. And Kevin elected to take it, and I think when my confidence level in him in those moments in terms of making choices and decisions of what he feels, I'm certainly going to go with that. But I try to, in those situations, give him a couple of options to have coming down the stretch. And, he went. I think he felt like he'd get off a good look. It didn't go. I think from Kevin's standpoint, I think anytime you miss a shot, you can always look at it. I would have rather done something else. But, again, I trust Kevin.
Feel like you let one slip away?
Well, again, Indiana's a good team. I thought the difference in the game, again, we had control of the game. I thought the 3-point line, and we had talked about that. Miles didn't play tonight, but between George and Miles, they're getting up about 14 threes a game. I was concerned about the 3-point line. I thought we did a pretty good job most of the game, and talked about it at halftime of them trying to take some threes. And really, that was the difference in the game. With I think it was 4 threes in maybe 2.5, 3 minutes. I don't know what the numbers are, but they knocked down a lot of threes, and that really cut heavily into our lead and gave them a lead at that point in time.
Cam, you guys seemed to be in command for most of this game until those last several minutes. What did you see go wrong out there?
A couple of guys got loose and made some real tough shots toward the end of the game.
Where, as a bench, do you guys want to be more productive throughout the game just to help the team overall?
One of the main things, we just want to sustain the lead. If we're winning, we want to at least try our best to increase it, or if we're down, try to push the pace and get the energy back.
What has this team shown that you guys don't like to lose back-to-back games? You haven't done it in over 2 months. What do you expect you guys to do before Sunday?
We definitely get in the gym tomorrow, refocus, get all the screws out, get back to work.
You guys are coming off a week break with the All-Star game. Any rust, do you think, out there tonight?
No, I don't think so. They made a lot of tough shots toward the end. So I feel we had command of the game, like she said, through the whole game. We just had to close it out.
What's the most frustrating part about being in command of a game most of the time and then just to the other team come back those last several minutes?
It wasn't our offense. It was just, we gave up 4 threes in 2 minutes. And it's hard. Monte Ellis hit a tough one to go up 3. But outside of that, we left the corner and let Miles Turner hit a 3. George Hill got left wide open in the corner, and we went under on the screen. We can't do that.
Kevin, how much was rust, or how much was just defensive troubles late in the game that are fixed, maybe with a little more focus?
Yeah, just a little bit more focus in the fourth, and we'll be fine. I think, for the whole game, we played a really good defensive game outside of those last 2 minutes.
How tough was Miles Turner in the paint? He blocked 6 shots.
Yeah, he's tough. Miles is, he knows what he does. He blocks shots. He's relentless at blocking shots. He shoots jump shots. So he did his job tonight, and he played well.
How's the foot, Kev?
Great, it's good.
You guys turn around and play the Cavs Sunday. Going into that one, putting this one behind you, guys have bounced back really well this year. Where's your mind kind of going into that game?
It's another game. I mean, we learn from this one, move on to the next one. That's just how it is. That's how the NBA is. It's a tough game, best team in the East. We got to be ready.
That's disappointed KD. Also there you heard from rookie point guard Cameron Payne and, of course, Billy Donovan. KD ended up with 31 points, 8 rebounds, a big night for Russell Westbrook, 23 points, and a career-high 18 assists for Russ. Enes Kanter also had a double-double. He had 13 points, 10 rebounds. Serge Ibaka a double-double, 12 points, 11 rebounds. But again, the Thunder had problems at the end of the game defending the three-point line, and they had problems the entire game offensively from their own three-point line. They were just 5 for 26 from beyond the arc. Of course, they will practice on Saturday, and then LeBron James and the Cleveland Cavaliers will be in here on Sunday afternoon. We'll keep you updated at InsideThunder.com.